Good day, all of us. I want to remind us of something very important in our lives. I want to remind us of how we can become the chosen ones. Now, when I talk about the chosen, I'm talking about the chosen that are chosen to actually be successful in life. Now, there's a saying that many are called, few are chosen. The harvest is ripe, but the laborers are few. Now, this situation applies to everything in life. Everywhere you go, even in the company you're working or in the companies you see all over the place, many staff are employed, but just a handful of them are very crucial to the growth of that company. And just a handful of them are actually very dedicated to those companies. Now, when we talk about the chosen, who chooses the chosen? Nobody chooses the chosen. No external person comes to choose the chosen. The chosen are chosen by themselves. The chosen are chosen by their effort towards making the system work, towards making the system better. If we take a simple organization for an instance, if you get into an organization, you find out that there could be 10, 20, 100 staff. But out of this, you find out that there is a few, 1 or 2 or 3 people who are indispensable to the working of that company. Now, these people were not specifically entrusted with the responsibility of making sure this company works by the management. No, the management don't entrust them, because you even have managers, you have supervisors, you have officers, you have COOs, you have CEOs that are lousy. And you have those kind of people that if they are removed from the equation of the company, there will be no impact. Nobody will even observe that this person is no longer in this company. Why? Because in the first place, the person wasn't actually creating any impact. So for those people you see in this company who are actually making the company work, who are actually the backbone of their department, it is because they chose to. They chose to become useful in the company. They chose to understand how the company works, and they chose to impact on the company from the wealth of their knowledge. They chose to become indispensable to that company. They chose to do what they did. Now, sometimes it goes beyond the salary. Sometimes they're not doing this thing for the salary or for the office politics or growing or climbing the corporate ladder. No. It's just as a result of dedication to their growth and to the growth of the organization they are in. So, what am I saying in life? In life, at every point in time, many are called, but the few are chosen. Are you among the chosen few? In the company where you work, are you part of those people that they know, if this guy is here, things will work? Or are you part of that group that they know, if this one is here, everything don't scatter? Or they know that the company is having crisis because of you? Where you school, where you associate, in the group you belong to, in the religion you worship, in the church or mosque or ashram or temple you go to, what are you in that place? Are you the chosen few? Or are you the other kind? In life, if you must be successful, you must choose to become the chosen few. You must choose to function in what you have been called to do. Even if you're working somewhere and you think your salary is not equivalent to what you are putting in, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you choose to do that work. So if the salary is not enough, quit. If your salary is not enough, quit. Go and employ yourself. And if you're not able to raise up to that amount you're paid as salary, then you're only deceiving yourself. But the truth is, if you think your salary is small, then quit. So for the fact that you've chosen that job, or you have accepted, because companies don't go and force people from the houses and say, come and work for us. No, it is you who submitted the application letter and said, I want to work here. And they said, okay, you can work, and sign documents and give to you. Or even if they didn't sign, but you were employed. So the fact that you knew how much you're being paid. If it's not enough, quit. But the point I'm trying to say is that wherever you find yourself, irrespective of what it is, where it is, how it is, put in your best. Choose yourself. Choose to become the best there. Choose to impact on that system. Choose to make it work. Choose to improve on the system. Choose to make the system become one of the best. You're working in a company and you have competitors that maybe you're ranking 10 or 100 or even 1,000. Those companies that are ranked first, second, and third, Do they have aliens working there? Or do they have people with 4 heads? Or people with 3 brains? Or people with 4 hands? No. They are the same people like you and I. So wherever you are, it doesn't matter. It could be somewhere you're around for just a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds. Let's take for instance when you're entering a taxi or a commercial vehicle or the shop you go to buy something. When you're there, are you the chosen one? So choose to become the chosen one by improving your standard, improving yourself, being the best that you can be at all times, irrespective of where you are. Because dignity is not a circumstantial thing. Dignity is something that is dependent on you. So at every point in time, if you're dignified, you exude your dignity. You stand your ground, you stand your morals, you stand your integrity, you stand your value, and you give out your value. So are you the chosen one? Are you chosen? If you were not chosen in the past, I want you to make that decision to choose yourself now. Choose to become the best. Choose to improve yourself. Choose to affect life. Choose to improve life. Like Ralph Waldo Emerson said, he talked about success. He said, I don't really know the full quote, but the ending of it was said, to be successful, whether by a garden patch or a redeemed social condition. There are a lot of social conditions that need to be redeemed. Our world is changing into another world. There's a new paradigm coming up every day. Everything is changing. And I know you're not comfortable with a lot of these things. I know you can create impact in these things. So choose to become the best of yourself and improve wherever you are, because you're excellent. After all, somewhere we're told that you're the light of the world, the salt of the earth, the city on a hill that cannot be hidden. So that means that inside of you is great excellence, that you can use to impact your world. Okay, so choose to shine the light of your greatness to the world where you belong to. It doesn't matter where it is. It could be that bus conductor that takes money from you. It could be the taxi driver that takes money from you. Be nice to him, be best to him, that when he looks back at you, he's happy that he had the dealing with you. Okay, so choose to become the best, and the world will become a better place. Let us build the world. Let us make the world a better place. Moreover, as leaders, it's our responsibility to impact the world from the wealth of who we are. I believe in you. I believe you can make the choice to choose right. Thank you for listening.